Come on, come on, come on. I'm live by the street code. Gotta get the money and the power, land it like a free throw. Now I'm going beast mode. Gotta live for the moment. I'ma tell you how the beat goes. I'm gonna shoot back. I'm really sick of you hoes. This how the story gon' go. Me and my niggas go hard. I run the streets like a god. Strap on my boots while I'm smoking that gas. I'm in a fast car going fast. On another level that you can't pass. And if it was a battle, you won't finish last. The bonus of Quinn is still handle her business. I am the grittiest. Don't get it twisted. Come down just to empty my clip. Come on, get what I want. If you got it, I get it. You bitches can't stop what I finish. Never gonna lose. We stay winning. Hope on this is up in the building. Come on, come on. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, it's Caliber, baby. Who on this? On this exclusive. It's time, sir. Let's get it. War, we want the throne. Go hard, go home. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this? 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 Let's go. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work, work, work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work, work, work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Came back to the game, cause I'm losing my patience. I ain't worried about nothing, man. Sitting around, stunting, man, the time getting wasted. Slow it down for you hitters. Nah, let me break it down for you hitters. My flow so deep, man, it weigh about 4-5 pounds on you hitters. I'm here to stay. I'ma hit on my business. Now runners in the building and I'm bringing that heat, man. That's my witness. I'ma shut it on down, and I'ma make the speakers bleed. And all the game really missing down the street. Got on record for my city, I'm record for my crew. Take the crown, we gon' play around, ripping in the mic that I choose. I stay getting that paper, got a lot of haters, I take ya. Ain't nobody gon' stop me, cause I'm on another level, let the trap breathe. Let's go. We want the throne, go home. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this? 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 Let's go. Drop it down, let me see you do that work, work, work. Drop it down, let me see you do that work. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Drop it down, let me see you do that work, work, work. Drop it down, let me see you do that work. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. Y'all about to make me go there, go there. How about a round of applause? How about a round of applause? Yeah, I ain't really saying nothing, make you hold the microphone, man, put it on pause. Y'all let the chick go harder than y'all. Y'all gonna make keep embarrassing y'all, and they gon' say who that is, man, you know she go hard. Gotta get that paper, get the money gon' fall. I swear I'm about to win it. When they play it back in the bass drop in the club rock, and they gon' know this is hip hop. Already know that I won't stop till I reach the level that I'm on top. 100 degrees, if you got the money, man, put it on me. Cause my pit game is so dangerous. I finish a hit, who wanna come for me? I ain't playing around with you, boy. When I hit the stage, I make noise. I'ma be around for a century. Yeah, you heard of me. Might win the crown, it's a victory. Make way, cause I'm coming. Don't worry about it, still hundreds. We want the throne, go home. We want it all. Wait, cause I've been on the grind and I don't need no help. I'm so high, man, I sign myself. She's down on DC, go hard. Playing off from the stripes and them stars. On another planet, I'm gone. Just call me right, cause y'all wrong. I blast off to another place, to another space. So some of y'all caught that with it. You tell y'all haters keep running your mouth, gunning over top the mic, I'm finished.
This Chicago, nigga.
I admit I done made some mistakes.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I admit I helped so many people, and them same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to classes. I admit that I dropped out of school. I admit that I wasn't that cool. I admit I just feel like retiring. Admit I just don't feel like trying. But all my real niggas around me keep telling me, Kels, fuck that, you gotta keep climbing. I admit it, I did. I done fuck with a couple of fans. I admit I'm a gift and a curse. I admit that I don't go to church. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I got so many flaws. Told so many lies to these bras. Blew so much money, pop so many bottles. Yeah, I fuck a bitch just because. Nigga, I had a hell of a day, but I admit I was in my own way. I admit I had my mama crying over me. What else can a nigga say? I admit I can't spell for shit. I admit that all I hear is hits. I admit I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present. I admit I love God, but wait, it's so much temptation, but wait. Admit to the drinking and smoking too much, but it helped me get through the day. Won't say no names, I'm not a snitch. But one night at the Ritz, I did some shit I shouldn't have did. When it fucked my niggas bitch. I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I tapped that in back of my Benz. I admit I'm sorry for my sins. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I admit it, I did it. Yeah. I admit I trust people too much. Too much. I admit I can't say such and such, but my lawyers told me settle this, even though it's bullshit. Kelly, protect your career. All these people in my ear. I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talk to me sometimes, but the devil's not who I trust. I've been fucked by so many damn managers. Why they push me out front of these cameras? All this music I done gave to them, and now they play me like a fucking amateur. I got a life, yeah. I got a right, yeah. Cancel my shows. That shit ain't right. How they gon' say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent? Take my career and turn it upside down, cause you met I've got some girlfriends. Hell with this record deal, it ain't worth this shit for real. Ain't seen my kids in years. They try and lock me up like Bill. How much can a nigga take? How much can a nigga pray? Just wanna do my music, stop stressing me. Please just let me age gracefully. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. They took my gift and they blind me. Where the fuck is my money? Now here come this big ass conspiracy. I still got my fans, that's a blessing. Listen to heaven, just stay on my grind, and that's 24/7. And I know my mama Joanne is smiling down on me. I put that on Reverend. Been a grown man since age 11. Mad on the guap since 7. Rest in peace to my homie Kevin. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did. Older and young ladies, but tell me how they call it pedophile because of that shit. That's crazy. You may have your opinions, entitled to your opinions, but really am I supposed to go to jail or lose my career because your opinion? Yeah, go ahead and storm me. Point your finger at me. Turn the world against me. But only God can mute me. I admit that I fired some people. I admit that I hired new people. I admit that those people I fired on my mama was crooked ass people. I admit that I don't own my music. I admit that I will own my music. Want it back if they don't wanna do it. What the fuck, nigga? I wrote that music. I did that bump and grind. I did that 12 play. I did that fed up. I changed the damn game. So I deserve me a fair play. So put some respect on my damn name. Now Wendy Williams mad with me.
Let's go.
But I ain't never offer her no drink. But I admit that she asked me,
What she asked?
can I get a little Hennessy?
Let's go,
Then we
Kels.
both turned off our phone. We drink, I smoke, we talk.
Uh-huh.
And I admit that I told it all. And from my good points to my faults. She said, what about a I said love. She said, what about the tape? I said hush. I said my lawyer said don't say much, but I can tell you I've been set up. I admitted how ever since the first day, that without knowing I signed my publishing away. I admitted I was young, called so blind, yeah. Said I had dyslexia, couldn't read all the contracts, yeah. And now the truth in this message is I'm a broke ass legend. The only reason I stay on tour is cause I gotta pay my rent. I never thought that it would come to this, to being the most disrespected artist. So I had to write a song about it, cause they always take my words and twist it. Believe me, it's hard to admit all this, but I'm in my feelings about this shit. But I had to set the fucking record straight. So I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I love Steve Harvey, John Legend and Tom Joyner. They're doing good in their lives right now. Why would they want to tear down another brother? Women show black men some love, cause black men, we go through enough. How can we get up off the ground when we steady tear each other down?
Go get everybody.
I admit that the devil
I
is
want the
busy,
haters today.
and some people beside me ain't with me. I admit that I'm gonna do this music up until the Lord come get me.
All the haters, I need y'all.
I admit a family member touched me.
Touch me, touch me, touch me.
From a child to the age 14. While I laid asleep, took my virginity. So scared to say something, so I just put the blame on me. Now here I am and I'm trying my best to be honest. Cause there's forces out there trying to keep me from being an artist. I admit I'm at rock bottom, and this shit has rocked my mind. I'm calling on my hood, come walk by my side. They don't want me to shine. Women's group, my God. Now don't get it twisted, I do support them, but I wanna bring down the R. Damn, this is breaking my heart. Cause from fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, I'm a part of the music culture. Spotify put me on their playlist. I admit that I've been underrated. I'm not convicted, not arrested, but drag my name in the dirt. All this work to be successful, and you abandon me cause of what you heard. I admit I am not perfect. I never said I was perfect. Say I'm abusing these women. What the fuck, that's some absurd shit. They brainwashed, really? Kidnapped, really? Can't eat, really? Real talk, that shit sounds killing. And if you really, really wanna know, her father dropped her off in my show.
Talk
and
about
told
it,
his boy
Kels.
to put her on the stage. I admit that she was overage. I admit that I was feeling her, and I admit that she was feeling me. I admit
Talk
that
about
that's
it, Kels.
just some shit that come with being a celebrity. I ain't chasing these ladies, no. These ladies are chasing me, yeah. And I'm only saying all this shit cause how they tryna play me, yeah. I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents, but this is my advice to you cause I'm also a parent. Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay, cause your agenda is to get paid and
get mad when it don't go your way.
Let's go.
I know y'all look at me like I don't go through things, but I'm human. I know it's hard sometimes, but try to keep in mind that I'm human. Fuck all the fortune and fame, forget the name. I'm a human. I can't believe all the under the table shit they doing. I'm tired of fingers pointed at me. I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody want a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win if I can't win with truth? Got a couple of dead homies that I promised I would make it out this shit. And I know that God's hands is on me, nigga. I'm gonna make it out this shit.
Let's go.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I claim it. The storm's over. I admit I talked to Miss McGlynn. FYI, that's my second mama. I admit that I asked her, how am I gonna get the world off my shoulder? She said, son, don't you lose it. Sometimes you gotta go through.
Hit that like
They can
button,
say
y'all.
what they say, but at the end of the day, they cannot deny your music. Cause your music has touched people. It inspired all people overseas, everywhere. Don't worry, don't care. Cause the anointing is on you. And that's why these haters is at you. So just keep on doing you, baby. You don't have to give these fools an explanation. I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. What's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? Go to the dictionary, look it up, let me know, I'll be here waiting. Now I admit I got some girls that love me to pull their hair. And I admit they love me to talk dirty when I pull their hair. Yeah. Some like me to spank them. Some like to get brain. And what some of these girls want is too much for the radio station. Look, I'm just a man, y'all, not a monster or beast. But I admit there are times when these girls so fine I'll chill at a nigga for a week. Now I admit I love Hugh Hefner, and through the years supported Hugh Hefner. But when he left this world he had a million girls, but we gon' always love Hugh Hefner. To Jim C. Regardless or whatever your name is. You've been trying to destroy me for 25 whole years. Writing the same stories over and over and over again. Off my name, you done went and made yourself a career. Well, guess what? I pray for you and your family and all my other enemies. I'm not gonna let y'all steal my joy. I'm just gonna keep on doing me. Now I don't know what else to say except I'm so falsely accused. Tell me, how can you judge when you never walked in my shoes? So easy to mess up someone else's life through social media. The devil in disguise. I admit I miss my brothers, but I admit they wasn't acting like brothers. Yeah, we've had our differences, but you don't turn on your brother for nothing, for no one. Nada, mama, Joanne is watching. She must be turning over in her grave. Yeah. I admit I had to borrow a couple of M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed $20 million to the IRS and they was coming to get my home. I admit I was feeling stupid standing in the Homewood Suites. Disrespect. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head, cause I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw, and it scared the shit out of me. It said get rid of them all, it's nothing but vultures around me. I admit that I love my fans for all the push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I would have never stayed strong. Now I'm not tripping on all of these rumors that don't bother me. And I'm not paying attention to these haters that don't bother me. But what blows me is when certain people turn phony. They say, Rob, I got your back, Rob, you the man. But they really doubting me. Bitch, you know who you are. Bitch, I bought you a car. Bitch, you stayed at my crib. I love you with all of my heart. Now, I don't like to brag when it comes to me, but I've given back to the community, from the non-profits to the charities. But of course, you'll never hear that about
Talk
me.
about it, Rob.
To them niggas that drink my liquor and smoke my stogies.
To all them sucker ass niggas.
How come you ain't on Facebook taking up for me?
Let's talk
You're
about
around me most of the day, and you know that I'm a good brother. Always got your hands out, it ain't no doubt that y'all niggas ain't nothing but blood suckers. Cause y'all ain't bringing nothing to the table. Yeah, nigga, you know it's real talk.
Real talk.
Taking pictures with me for your Instagram, but when I need you, you're quick to get lost.
What's going on?
Robert J and Joe.
Listen real close.
My kids, what you hearing out here about that? Guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm so sorry, I can't imagine what y'all must be going through. Every day it's something about me, my God, it must be killing you. I promise there'll be better days. Just keep walking straight. I know you must be worried, but just know that I'm okay. We'll stay tall. Daddy just needs y'all to trust and believe in it. I admit that I've told the truth, and I'm still not free. They still won't hate me. They still won't stone me. Still won't chain me. Think they won't kill me. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it.
Let's get out of here, Kels. I got you from here,
I
shorty.
admit it, I did it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
No disrespect to Chi-Town,
My home.
but we've gotta learn how to support our own. I admit that my heart cries for my city, cause we're losing young lives in the city. Instead of judging me, y'all should be using me.
Talk about it.
To help these kids, raise them out of depression and poverty. Now I'm not saying I'm no savior, but I could be an inspiration. This is an invitation. Man, I admit I go through so much day to day. Got 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. What am I doing? Show me the way. The only thing I have left is my voice. So stay the fuck out of my business and tend to your own damn life. So go ahead, say what you wanna say about who I wanna date.
Who I wanna
You
date.
won't say that shit to my face.
I bet you won't.
Cause you know it ain't shit to say.
Come on.
Next nigga bring me some dumb shit.
Come on.
It's gonna be a misunderstanding.
Let's go.
Cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always caught you in a dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half inside. Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I feel. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. I done lived my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years. Damn it, I admit.
Oh, he lifted his voice and served this country for 39 motherfucking years. Damn it, he admit. Shout out to everybody that's here. Y'all know I had to play that for a goddamn reason. And what they trying to say is, before I go there, shout out to the Dream Team, the best team in the land. I can't call it all of y'all one by one, but just know I love every last one of y'all. And continue to pray for Nikki M. And continue to pray for Faith Sumerian as they go through their things and their trials. But, you know, God got them. Shout out to the mamas of the chat, Mama, Grandma Jenna and Mama Pitts, Mama Mary Pitts. Shout out to everybody that's here. I mean, shout out to all of y'all. You feel me? Shout out to all of y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What is this? Hold on, hold on. No. No. Hold on, y'all. God damn, man. Fucking up my streams, bro.
Yeah, man, tell them folks you about to be back, bro.
Nah.
Let me see them.
But I don't fuck up my lives like that.
Why you don't?
Because I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just sit right there the whole time, you don't move.
Nah, I'm talking. What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying?
What you mean I'm talking?
I thought you was on the game.
No.
So you just live, like, on TV live type shit?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I sent you the link.
Oh.
That's why I sent you the link.
Yeah, you don't fuck up that type of live.
Right.
I think you talking about the game live, man. I was coming over here to talk business about her.
Oh, that's what it is, man. No. Had one of my homies slide through. So, ooh. So we about to go and have a showdown because y'all seen the title, right? But they say that Diddy. But they say that Chris Terry said, "Dana, tell her go take a nap. We live." That part. So people are saying that Diddy is just like R. Kelly, right? And it's weird because as we look and see what's going on, it's like the different stuff that's been said, right? It's different stuff that's been breaking down and stuff like that. So as you watch this Diddy situation, you watch how it unfolds. And I have problems with what's being unfolding. I have problems about what's really going on. So first things first, I was supposed to go live last night, and I couldn't go live last night. As y'all see today, I was having technical problems, but hey, we back in our technicality situation. You know, we ain't really doing that no more. So it kills me how when I said something 5 years ago, and people told me I was joking. People told me I was lying. People told me I didn't know what I was talking about because they got mad and wanted to go follow somebody who don't know what the hell he was talking about. They wanted to go follow somebody who was clout chasing off of R. Kelly versus the person that actually allowed them to see R. Kelly. So with that being said, I said 5 years ago that if don't nobody get behind get behind R. Kelly, the whole industry is going to fall piece by piece. I told y'all 5 years ago, I don't know why they coming after Robert when Diddy is the devil. 5 years ago, I said this. So what I see now is people saying, oh, leave Diddy alone. But these the same people that said prosecute R. Kelly. When Diddy, there's video footage of Diddy doing what he doing. But there's no video footage of what Kells allegedly has done. At the end of the day, people got to understand that, like Prima just said, Kells was a test run to see if they can get away again what they did to Peebo Bryson years ago. The only difference is they killed Peebo. The only difference is they killed Sammy Davis Jr. Go do your research. The only difference is they killed Prince. Go do your research. Go do your research. The question is this. A video of Diddy and Cassie can surface, but no video of Jeff Epstein being unalived in jail, and the same exact jail and the same exact cell that Diddy is in. Make it make sense. So now they saying, let Diddy out. It's harsh conditions. What about when Rob was there? Was it harsh conditions then? The question is, what about when Kells was there? It was rats there, wasn't it? People trying to slide stuff in Diddy food. What about when they tried to poison Rob? If Rob had to go through it, Sean Combs have to go through it. Now, the question that I have, and this live is not for the faint at heart. I've been sitting back watching people go live that haven't been live in years, talking about people need to shut up. One thing about me is that I'm not friends with these folks. We only have one mutual friend we only have one mutual friend, and that's Rob. And we might have some church people, but at the end of the day, who are you to tell people to shut up and you ain't even out here? But when you was out there running around, ain't nobody tell you to shut up. On that same live, you defended Diddy. You ain't defend Rob. And I made sure I watched it twice. So with that being said, is sometimes you just got to watch what goes on Watch who you pick and choose, who you talk to, and just leave it at that. And just leave it at that. Because at the end of the day, I'm glad people showed their hands when it came to me. So now I can show my ass when it come to them. It's a difference. Do I have beef with them folks? No. You can't have beef with people that you don't know. But you only got one time to play with me. And I'll show you what it's really like. So with that being said, people and the industry and the government glorified sex. They built R. Kelly to be what? A sex symbol. And it's not Robert Sylvester Kelly's fault that females can't identify between Robert Sylvester Kelly and R. Kelly. Robert Sylvester Kelly is just the vessel that walks the earth. R. Kelly is the brand. It's the company. It's the shell that the industry made him to be. Let's be real. For people who don't know, the industry stole Earn Hall's style and made Robert use it. The industry stole Earn Hall's style and made Robert use it. Just like people put in the chat about the Mann Act. Diddy did get the Mann Act. It was just described a different way. Let's make it make sense. He got it. It was just described a different way. Now, what I was just told is that it's a superseding indictment coming out on Diddy and within the next 8 days. Y'all know how I am with numbers. They might be right. They might be wrong. But there's supposed to have been a superseding indictment coming out in 8 days on Diddy with more charges and everything else. Yeah. So this is putting me in a place where I said this is a repeat. And it's some women from the Dream Team like, oh no, and we got to see evidence and this and this and this and this. But I understand that. And I was like that. I want to see evidence. But knowing what I know about Diddy, knowing who I know that been around Diddy, knowing who I know that I seen firsthand around Diddy, without saying too much, and knowing what transpires, I can't give Diddy a pass. I can't give it a pass. They said that baby oil had liquid ecstasy in it. I'm gonna be honest, but I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. So I sit back and I say, wow, this is crazy. But one thing stuck out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hashtag Elizabeth Overson. She had to change her name. But hashtag Elizabeth Overson, formerly known as Corinne Stephens, aka Superhead. Mind you, this lady was supposed to have been the lady that give the best head in the industry, and everybody got a hold of it. Says that she was one gifted. Listen to the words. She was one gifted to Diddy for one of his notorious freak-offs. She said that back in 2001, shortly after Diddy broke up with hashtag Jennifer Lopez, she claims she was drinking and popping pills with music executive Irv Gotti, and Ja Rule, and a limousine when Diddy pulled up and the men begin speaking to each other before Diddy asks Irv to send her to his house. In retrospect, I realized that I was given to him as a gift by another executive. She said that she is not one of his victims because everything she did willing, and she believes that the victims deserve space to tell her and to tell their stories. She described his parties as very intense. It's like The Great Gatsby, men in tuxedos, topless women and angel wings, champagne and synchronized swimmers on the outside, with group sex in the bathrooms, trays of hers and hors d'oeuvres, and drug pills being passed around on the inside. You choose your pill, you take your champagne, and that's your vibe for the night. Hold on. You choose your pill, you grab your champagne, and that's your vibe for the night. She said that she believes the issue isn't Diddy or hip hop culture, but an issue of men who hate women. Uh-oh. Men who hate women, men who hate who they are, who can't admit to their sexuality, who are pretending to be straight when they're not. And they hate women because they don't love women. Most of them want to be women and they can't. And they hate us. They beat us early and often. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Now, that's that. That's there. That's been popped. With that being said, it ain't pretty much more to say. Other than the fact that Diddy is in a world of trouble. When it's described like that, you can't ignore it. You cannot ignore it. That was to the point. It was facts, and she telling what it really is. In retrospect, what she's saying, that the niggas that y'all protecting are gay, including Diddy. That's why she said it's not a Diddy problem. She ain't said it wasn't a Sean Combs problem. She said it's not a Diddy problem. Meaning she called him by the brand, not by the man. I told y'all I'm going to give y'all facts today. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. Hit that like button, y'all. So next thing's next. When I seen this, I got kind of pissed off because this is a repeat story. Let's listen.
Defendants caused plaintiff to be depicted in a video image, unclothed and with intimate body parts exposed, and engaged in sexual conduct with another person, end quote. The lawsuit also alleges that, quote, defendant Combs and another defendant published and or disseminated the videos without plaintiff's knowledge or consent. On information and belief, defendants have continued to disseminate the video, including by selling it as pornography through the present, end quote. In our complaint, we ask that, quote, defendants should be ordered to account for and destroy all copies of the video that are in their actual or constructive possession, custody, or control. Defendants caused plaintiff to be depicted in a video image.
I got one question to ask you. Where have we seen this goddamn movie at before? Where have we seen this movie before? And I'm gonna be honest with you. When Gloria Allred is in the picture, I got a problem. I got a problem. But where have we seen this movie before? Not just the movie. Where have we seen the lookalike before? Nobody know who that woman is. But hold on. Because y'all think things is sweet. I said, where have we seen this movie before? I said, where have we seen this movie before? That woman looks just like who? Lizette Martinez, right? That lady looked like Lizette Martinez. On top of that, Lizette appeared on a Las Vegas TV show last night talking that Diddy is just like R. Kelly. Wait a minute. Do you know Diddy, Lizette? Were you at a freak off? If so, that's total telling. But you said you was a victim, right? How are you a victim and you still stalking Robert Sylvester Kelly? Can you answer that? How are you and you still stalking Robert Sylvester Kelly? See, can't nobody else talk to y'all like this because they don't have it other than Prima. And the rest of the hood boogers copy and paste off of us. But ain't this you? You know, stalking Rob while here in the studio, but you're a victim? Let's make it make sense. Let's go there. Just like Javante. Wasn't your story the same as your mentor, Sparkle? So you went and told the story for her and tried to make it yours. You ain't never see Aaliyah. It was her that been around Aaliyah, not you. See, these are the problems that people have. Wasn't this lady been found a liar in court? Then they had to go get her from court? I'm just saying. I'm giving you the rundowns. I just got off Selena Johnson live last week, right? But Selena, you ain't tell people about this, did you? You forgot about this caption. Back together again, Selena Johnson and R. Kelly took a quick break while working in the studio. Oh, you told people that he was working on your movie, but you ain't tell what movie it was. Let's be for real. A lot of people upset about this photo because they wasn't chosen. And he chose Drill. But wait, don't go nowhere, Drill. Don't go nowhere, Drill. I got something just for you. I got something just for you, Drill. Hold on, don't go nowhere. I got something just for you. I've talked about in Geronda and how Bubba allowed Geronda to set Rob up because Rob was on tour when this happened. And I'm talking about, I don't know why I can't get these pictures up there like that all the way. So that way y'all can see everything. Let me see. How Geronda got to get in Rob's house. As you can see, me and Prima Donna, and we trade off on stuff, right? So when I told y'all about the first AI double, but it was called something else, but I forgot what it's called back then. when they put Rob on a video and it wasn't even him. And then how 90% of that is going to be bullshit, because it's always bullshit 90% of the time, always, whether it's R. Kelly or Donald Trump. And that came from who? Michael Avenatti himself. So I'm just addressing some things, right? I'm just addressing some things. How people made a fake profile of Prima Donna because she was bringing facts, and they got scared. You know what I mean? See, I have it all dealing with this R. Kelly shit that a lot of the fake people don't want to talk about. They talking about Jen said that Nicole is awesome and such a great help to Rob. So thankful for her and getting shit done. Well, if that's the case, where's all the money that Nicole and the Bible lady and everybody else stole? That's it, Lexington. CGI. Thank you so much. Just in case you want to know, Drea, I'm about to speak on you next. So get comfortable, boo. Sit there and with your phantom eyes, because I'm about to unload on you. With that being said, Faith Rogers, all of y'all lied under oath. But you love Rob, you and your big sister. But now he a monster when he don't give you what you want. I get it. I get it. I get it. But the only woman that really loved Robert and the way he needed to be loved was this woman right here. And this woman right here is none other than Miss Joanne Kelly. Nobody else. Let's talk about it. I wish y'all can see the whole thing, but I can't get it up on my screen. I'm gonna have to break it down in another way. But I have two charts up here, right? The first chart is the R. Kelly chart, the members of R. Kelly's alleged enterprise, right? This is the chart I have, the first chart, right? I don't know why I keep doing this. Hold on. Hey, cuz, I'm live, yo. I'm gonna have to call you back, bro. All right, send me your link. All right. So the first top, you got members of R. Kelly and his alleged enterprise and entourage, right? And underneath it, and you have BMF. Everybody from a witness to co-conspirators to victims went to jail. Only person that went to jail in Robert case is R. Kelly. Right? So let me shut down all these fake people real quick. And I'm talking to you, Legina Gold. You jumped on this picture, right? And I've been holding this picture for years. This is not you. This is not even Aaliyah's baby. And the person that been sending it out cropped out the year and everything. But I believe the year is 1991. But this is not you. This is Aaliyah's cousin. And like I said, I'm going to address all you fake motherfuckers. This is Aaliyah's cousin, not her daughter. Okay? This is a Photoshop picture of Aaliyah, right? And they say that she was pregnant at this time. No, it's a Photoshop picture. Stop playing. So with that being said, I believe I covered everything I need to cover on that end. But talk about this. Hold on. Let's talk about this. And like I said, I'm gonna walk this dog real crazy. I want y'all to remember this 107.5 WGCI, the place that always had Robert Kelly on their platform. Says, according to HNHP, R. Kelly's family breaks their silence on how his behavior and arrest has affected them. He is currently in prison for sexual abuse of minors. That's not true. Racketeering, trafficking, and more. Sharing the video the Jasmine brand posted on Instagram, the documentary trailer of several family members vaguely speaking on the abuse of R. Kelly. Watch this. I strongly believe the Jasmine brand was created out of 107.5 radio station. Because how in the hell, or why in the hell, or when have you ever heard WGCI back anybody else brand other than people that's close to them? Like Charmaine. Like, what is that lady but I got a YouTube channel? But I be trying to play date-wise. Hey, Diane. What is that lady but I got a YouTube channel, but that works for WGCI, but I be trying to play date-wise? What is her name? Kendra G. Thank you, J-Rock. You don't see WGCI pushing nobody else stuff except for Charmaine and Kendra G. So Jasmine brand have to be a collective of Kendra G and Charmaine. So it says, specifically speaking, is his daughter, Joanne. Stop. It says, sharing the video, the Jasmine brand posted on Instagram the documentary trailer of several family members vaguely speaking on the abuse R. Kelly has caused, right? But then it says, specifically speaking, is his daughter, Joanne. He was my everything for a long time. I didn't even want to believe that it happened. I didn't know that even if he was a bad person, he would do something to me. Hold on. I didn't know that even if he was a bad person, he would do something to me. So we got red flags. You 24 years old. 26, I'm sorry. So you don't know when somebody is doing something bad to you or not? I told you I'm gonna walk this dog greatly. So now you're saying you didn't know that even if he was a bad person, he would do something to you. I really feel like that 1 millisecond completed changed my whole life, she said. Some commenters question why the family is speaking out now when they were silent during the allegations. The full documentary will be coming out on October 11th. See the post above, right? Okay, the full documentary will be out on Lifetime. I find that funny. Lifetime. Hey, Tanny. Lifetime. So what we're going to listen to is a clip from the Jasmine brand and what's really been said. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's go.
So R. Kelly's daughter, Buku Abi, whose real name is Joanne Kelly, she spoke out in support of her father's accusers in a lengthy Instagram post. So she claims to be devastated.
And today R. Kelly was sentenced to prison for his many crimes against underage girls.
Nobody wants to be the child of the father that is out here hurting women and children.
Everywhere we go, everything we do, it's always gonna have some type of like double meaning under it, or someone's gonna read between lines that aren't there.
He knows exactly why we can't have the relationship that we would have liked to have with him.
I'm gonna go here. Now I'm gonna go here. I don't normally get into family situations because family have a tending way to turn on you. But I'm gonna say this much. I'm going in today. Robert just gonna have to be mad. But the truth gotta be out there. Drea just gonna have to be mad. Lord Joanne just gonna have to be mad. My question is this. You see Drea, you see Lord Robert, and you see Joanne, who they call Buku, right? We've seen Buku, since you want to be called that, we've seen Buku story change according to who was throwing money at her. We've seen Drea story change according to who was throwing money at her. So with that being said, when Drea went to court, like I said, be careful with what you put out here because there's somebody like me that's always around. So when we went to court and Drea lawyer was like, let's keep everything in the court decree, in a divorce decree sealed. Greenberg said, no, let's open it. Let's let everybody see it. Rob said, I don't care. But Drea and her lawyer was so adamant about people not seeing what was in the divorce decree. Because in the divorce decree, it came out that Andrea was lying. And she made a false police report and made Buku tell the police officers that her dad touched her. Remember, this story came out 5 years ago when Larry got drunk and was talking about Rob touching on kids and about the Nation of Islam and Louis Farrakhan, all of them being rapists and child molesters. Larry took that video down. He won't show that video. However, when it came about and it was all investigated, Robert was exonerated behind that. And Robert told Drea, as long as you're around the kids, I don't want to be around because you're dangerous. So Drea said, I need the money. The kids need to go to school. As we found out that the money was for Drea to go to school. Hold on. The money was for Drea to go to school. Mysteriously, Buku dropped out of school. Ja dropped out of school after the money started coming from court. Lord Robert never was in school. So now I'm about to bust some bubbles of a lot of these YouTubers that be running around talking about, oh, I talked to this one, I talked to this. No. Y'all seen Lord Robert go live on Instagram and he didn't mention nothing about this. He mentioned he support his father. You seen Buku get on a Tigger show, 107.5, and say, I support my father. Now all of a sudden, I support the victims. What you got to realize and what you're looking at is called the old bait and switch. Who gave the green light for them to attack Robert? And it wasn't Geronda. It wasn't Azriel. It was who? You, Drea. It was you, Drea. They dangled a dollar sign and you went for the carrot. That costed you and your kids the legacy of the great R. Kelly. And it kills me. And I'm going to go there. You got these clout chasing motherfucker YouTubers that jumps on the goddamn internet in support of people who's in turn being paid to take down people that they claim they support. You think I'm lying? I'm gonna call your ass out by your name. Hey, Lolo. And I don't care who don't like it. Why are you always in people fucking chats calling them sis, bro, and all that? Man, get the fuck away from that. This is a war. It clearly say, buku, it ain't on me. It's in me. Thankful. That's what she posted. Official RKELLY says she is her. Yes, daughter. Mama is so proud of you. Your happy place. The microphone. Lolo said, future rock and roll Hall of Famer right there. Get it, sis. Get what, sis? This is why you don't see me rock with motherfuckers. And then when I say something, everybody got a fucking problem. No. Y'all motherfuckers do shit in the dark and expect motherfuckers not to talk about it in the light. Let's be for real. Rob was about to have your ass locked up if it wasn't for me and Denise. Back when you was following the sprinter. And he said, who this motherfucker follow me? And he picked up the phone and was going to call the police. When Rob got out the sprinter after telling me to go get TMZ off of Trump Towers grounds, you stood there. When he got out, I said, Rob, there go your godson. And he looked at me and said, I don't have a godson in your face. That's when you had the driver gloves on. So it ain't personal, bro. It ain't personal. It ain't never been personal. It's just the clout chasing got to stop. Y'all ran with lies about me for 4.5 years. But now when motherfuckers calling y'all out, y'all don't like that shit. Because y'all couldn't find dirt on me. But when the dirt has been in the forefront on y'all the whole time, now all of a sudden, I'm against Rob because I'm calling y'all out. What? And you don't see me going to fucking Will Edie clothing release party. No. You don't see me going around calling people bro and all that. No. When I heard the recording of what Will Edie said about me, I left it there. You never heard me mention Will Edie since. Why? Because I'm me. I'm me. I don't need another motherfucker to validate my relationship and my friendship with somebody they got a friendship with. Make it make sense. And that's the problem. Too many people need validation on these YouTube streets. Validate your damn self. Get out here and do something for yourself. Stop looking for people to validate y'all. Don't nobody give a fuck. Honestly. Let's make this shit make sense. Now let's look at the stream with the Jasmine brand. Because this is the other stream that they put out. Told you I want all smoke today. Where that shit at?
In a lengthy Instagram post. So she claims to be devastated.
And today RKELLY was sentenced to prison for his many crimes against underage girls.
Nobody wants to be the child of the father that is out here hurting women and children.
Everywhere we go, everything we do, it's always gonna have some type of like double meaning under it, or someone's gonna read between lines that aren't there.
He knows exactly why we can't have the relationship that we would have liked to have with him.
Just because you're not a good husband doesn't mean you can't be a good father. And the fact that he didn't even try. What he did to me, he did to me. But you didn't have to do it to my damn kid.
So I got a question, right? What he did to you is what he did to you, but you claim he ain't had to do it to your damn kids. So I have a question. If this was part of your divorce decree, right? Why didn't you come out and say something on Surviving R. Kelly? You was the star of Surviving R. Kelly. You gave the green light. So why are we just hearing about this now? I'm gonna tell you why. Because not many people knew about this. And for her to stay relevant, she got to come out with another shocking bombshell to the people, or bomb lie to the people. And when the bomb lie come out, everybody would turn against R. Kelly again. Remember, the Supreme Court had to make a decision by tonight if they was going to hear his case. Chicago waived their rights on the case because they knew they were wrong. This is their plot and their way to keep Robert behind bars. Because the more he's in behind bars, the more they can benefit. But I got another question. Let's listen to this.
What he has done to those kids, there is no other word for him. He's a monster.
I know that there were so many things going on. There were some times I thought I wouldn't make.
He was my everything. For a long time, I didn't even want to believe that it happened. I didn't know that even if he was a bad person, that he would do something to me. I really feel like that 1 millisecond completely just changed my whole life. If my son asks questions, I'm gonna be as truthful as possible. But I would not be taking my son to a prison to meet his grandfather.
Sometimes it was easy to not say anything.
This is sad. And what I mean by sad is because they totally took Robert, Carrie, and Bruce's story and trying to make it their story. They took Robert, Bruce, Carrie, and Teresa's story and trying to make it their story. So now they trying to make Robert be Mr. Henry. They trying to make Robert be Mr. Henry. And they trying to make it seem like their kids. Because what you looking at, Joanne has, I mean, not Joanne, but Drea has said that he touched all of their kids. But you see Buku just saying, I never thought it would happen to me. So wait a minute. If this happened when you was very, very, very young, why didn't this come out before? Why didn't you say this before? And even in a divorce decree, when that was put out there, why wasn't he found guilty in that situation? Why did they drop the charges? Because they said, this man, there's no evidence here of this. So therefore, it's made up lies and bullshit. And that's what Drea used to get out of her divorce. Hold on. Peep this. The people that said that they was in Rob's house, the big house during this time, why couldn't they never talk about this? Ask yourself this question. Why is Dana coming out with all the bombshell truth? Not hearsay. Stay right there. There's some more to drop. Like this right here. Hold on. Hold on. Like this right here. Hold on. R. Kelly's daughter Joanne says she has been turned down from record labels due to who her father is. Listen to this.
I'm from Stumpy.
Absolutely. Simply based off of my last name. And that has, I think for me, especially because a lot of people don't know, like, music is my first passion. Like, I love music. I'm a singer, songwriter. I love music. And I've been doing music since I was 13 years old. That's the first time I ever wrote a song, was at 13. And from 13 up until 24, I have been trying to get into the music business, trying to get into the industry. And all those years, it's either been you're getting it because of who your dad is, or you're not getting it because of who your dad is. Like, I've been this close to a record deal. And when they found out who I was, it got swiped away.
Because of who your father is.
Absolutely, 100%.
Have you been turned down from Stumpy?
Absolutely, simply based off of my last name. And that has,
So I got a question. Now watch this. Y'all seen Drea agreeing to that, right? Buku said she wasn't getting deals. She was this close to getting a deal, and she stopped getting a deal because of who her daddy last name was, right? So I'm gonna ask you this question. Buku, why you didn't stop using your last name? Drea, why won't you drop the R. Kelly last name? Because your last name is Lee. So why won't you drop Kelly and go back to Lee? If it's causing y'all that much pain, if y'all are losing so much because of having the last name Kelly, then why don't y'all drop it? Because, see, y'all think y'all can play with people. Now, what's going to happen is the truth going to come out like this. Y'all only use the last name when it's beneficial to y'all, because people will deal with y'all because they know the pedigree of your ex-husband and Buku of your father. The problem is the mental instability of Buku is not there. Or should I say the mental stability of Buku is not there. So Drea, while you trying to make a name off of another person's name because you was with that person, the law states that once you remarry, you got to drop that last name. You have never did that. I wonder why. If R. Kelly's a monster and all this stuff, and you regret being with him, why was you in a car with another man, feeling on another man Johnson, talking about, I love my baby daddy. R. Kelly, that's my baby daddy. He know how to work some songs. That don't sound like somebody that's regretting being a Kelly. Excuse me. And what you're doing now is you ran out of funding because the kids are not in college. You was the one that was in school. You got your degree. So happy for you. Matter of fact, let's do it this way, the proper way. You got your degree. So happy for you. But now that y'all sitting back and you looking at Azriel get millions, you looked at Shorty from Chicago get lifetime EBT and lifetime social service, housing. and then got a $20 million bag dangled. Y'all now saying, look, we can go back to Lifetime and I can bring my daughter and we can bring a story that only my daughter and I can tell, which means that is a lie because there's nobody else there to validate that. Now I'm gonna stop. Have anybody asked themselves, if R. Kelly got 3 kids, right, by Drea, why only 2 kids appeared in that documentary? Something ain't right somewhere. If you got 3 kids and if Rob was a monster and supposed to touch all the kids, why only 2 kids show? I'm just giving y'all the red flags. Where was the tears? I told y'all. Camera tricks. When she started crying, you turn to the side to make it look like it's a tear. Make it make sense. Y'all looking at what everybody's supposed to have got, right? But you ain't looking at Bon Jean in the background saying, I'm gonna sue the hell out of all of y'all. Then we got another one. Let's go here. R. Kelly's daughter opens up about family life in a rare interview. This was in 2019. Uh-oh. The daughter of R. Kelly speaks out about her father, family life, and music in a rare interview about the disgraced R&B singer. For a long time, Buku Abi ran away from pursuing music. Hold on. That's not what she just said. That's not what she just said in 2024. But in 2019, she says she ran away from music. But in 2024, and she said she always wanted to run the music. Then it says, although she is the daughter of one of pop's music most popular and successful singer-songwriters, her father is also among the most infamous. He is R. Kelly, currently in jail, facing multiple charges of sexual abuse and sex trafficking. I think you get to see a different side of it than somebody who sees it from the outside and gets to see the glitz and glam. I got to see the hell part of it, said 21-year-old Abi, born Joanne Kelly, in a recent interview with the Associated Press. I didn't want to be in the industry. So hold on. My question is, what do I believe? Do I believe what she's saying now, or do I believe what she said in 2019? She said, I didn't want to be in the industry, but now she's saying, oh, I always wanted to be in the industry. Then she said, even before she was born, her father was under scrutiny for his interactions with young women. He had secretly married his then protege, Aaliyah, which we all know that's the lie, when the late R&B sensation was just 15 in 1994. But by the time Abi was a child, while Kelly was still a multi-platinum star racking up hit after hit, he was also on trial accused of child pornography. He would eventually be acquitted in 2008. Abi said going to public school for the first time as an early teen was challenging. So she was homeschooled all the way up until she was early teen. Ain't that's what I told y'all from day one? But couldn't nobody else come out and tell y'all that? But they were, as she had not heard before. At home, it's normal. You're living a life with your parents, your dad and mom, go into all the bad things that hold on. There we go. Her sister Jai Kelly produced the album, which echoes SZA and other millennial artists in the alternative R&B world. When it comes to making music, she doesn't deny that's where she and her father connect. There's a lot about him as an artist that inspires me. He has made mistakes in his life and other things that he's dealing with. But when it comes to that, I can't take that away from him. She said, that's the one thing that will always keep us connected. Abby once thought she and her father would mend things under her former stage name, Araya. She collaborated with him on the song Wanna Be There, a plea to restore their broken relationship. It appears on his 2015 album, The Buffet. When you conquer the world, I just want to be there. But no matter how successful, baby girl, when you need someone to lean on, I just want to be your shoulder. R. Kelly sings to Abby in the song. At that time, I was in a place where I was genuinely trying to have a relationship with my father, she said. But it was so complicated at that time, as it always is. It was a great experience. I'm glad that I did it, but it just wasn't like what everybody assumed. And that's the part that sucks. It wasn't the big kumbaya moment. R. Kelly is currently in a New York jail after he pleaded not guilty in federal court to charges that he sexually abused women and girls who attended his concerts there. He has been accused of using his fame to recruit young women and girls into illegal sexual activity, and has also been charged in Chicago and Minnesota for separate incidents. While he had been dogged by allegations that he abused women for years, he a charge he denies. Scrutiny from January's highly rated Lifetime documentary, Surviving R. Kelly, which detailed multiple allegations against him, led to new investigations and new charges. Among his legal troubles is also a backlog of child support for his children, including Abby. Abby said she tries not to pay attention to the daily updates about her father. I don't let that be a part of my everyday life. We don't have a relationship, so it's not like me to check in on him. She said, I don't personally go look it all up and read. I keep myself out of it. Abby currently lives in Atlanta and appeared on WETV reality series Growing Up in Hip Hop Atlanta alongside her mother and R. Kelly's ex-wife choreographer Drea Kelly. Just watching my baby grow into this young woman and be unapologetic about who she is and what she stands for and what she believes, really just being her own artist and owning her artistry and not coming out trying to be or ride the tail of being R. Kelly's daughter. Really? She really going at this alone, and that's what brings her pride. Drea Kelly said, I'm elated. But Drea Kelly, who was featured in Surviving R. Kelly and has accused her former husband of domestic abuse, has also been disheartened by what she sees as the public blaming Abby for Kelly's alleged misdeeds. If your mom has an addiction, should everybody judge you off of your mom's addiction? Everyone would say no. But then why is it okay for people to do it to my children simply because of who he is? Said Kelly, aka Lee, who has 3 children with the singer. I've taught Buku. I've taught all my children. Here's the key. I've taught Buku. I've taught all my children. You don't wait for the world to give you a shot. You go out there and take your shot. So if you taught Buku and if you taught all your children a certain way, then why wouldn't they come out and lie on Robert the same way you did? Abby says the foul words she heard in school that almost caused her to end her life has prepared her for what's to come. Growing up has given me an armor almost. I just want people to know that at the end of the day, the stereotypes that you may have for other people, whether it be about race, sexuality, their financial status, don't judge a book by its cover because 9 times out of 10, you're completely wrong. She said, I want to be an example of that. So I got one question because there's nothing else there. I got one question. After all of that I read, right? After all of that I read, did y'all ever hear Abby say that Rob touched her? If it really happened, don't you think she would have talked about that? Like she talked about all the traumatic things that happened in her life? That's why I say what I say. Be careful what you do and say. And then I'm going to answer and the little ignorant dude. I'm going to answer for the little ignorant dude post. Yeah, I'm calling her a liar. Because when you've been around and you know certain shit and you seen certain shit, you can talk like that. Now, can you say it, nigga? Like I said, she never said that he touched her. Because it never happened. That's something her mama put in her head and she running with it for a check. But I got something else that's going to trip you out. Y'all see this right here? It says R. Kelly daughter speaks out about her father, says she hasn't seen or spoken to him in years, right? It says R. Kelly's daughter has broken her silence in regards to the sexual abuse allegations about her father, saying she has not had a relationship with him, with the singer, in years. I do apologize if my silence to all that is happening comes off as careless. Buku Abi wrote in a series of Instagram posts on Tuesday. That is my last intention. I pray for all the families and women who have been affected by my father's actions. Trust, I have been deeply affected by all of this. Accusations of sexual misconduct and abuse on the part of the R&B singer were resurfaced last week with the premiere of the 6-part docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, which featured detailed accusations from some of Kelly's alleged victims and former associates. Several of the singer's former collaborators have since come forward to speak out against him and renounce their association with Kelly. Watch this. Why did she put this on IMDb? IMDb is an actor's website. So is it safe to say that everything that came out about Rob is fake because everything went where? To IMDb. This is the actor's encyclopedia. So if you want to know if anybody is on IMDb, just look them up. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's on here for Dana J. I just got to update my photo. But it seems like Dana J is on here with credits galore. Ooh, look at these credits. Yeah. So with that being said, like, when are we going to stop playing around with this, man? Life? That's my question. But see, Drea, since you want to play, I want to play too. The question is, what do Dana want to play with? So while you was at court talking about you need money from Rob, see, now you about to see shit that nobody else have except for me. Wasn't you right here in Florida teaching water aerobics? Let's go. There's no sound to it. But wasn't you teaching water aerobics? And you got a nice little clientele base over here. So what happened to that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. The same man that stole R. Kelly album and gave it to Avant. The same man that appeared on Surviving R. Kelly, and the same man that's in the R. Kelly lawsuit in New York with Lizette and them. Jim Pratt. But you call Jim Pratt your brother, right? Was he your brother around Rob? So while you shopping and all this, you stealing, your crew is stealing and eating chicken out of Publix. You make sure that you don't get caught on camera, but she's on camera with 4 chicken bones inside the cup. And y'all didn't pay for not one. Not one. Once again, who you see? Jim Pratt. Sad, man. Sad. Sad. Then you have another one. Let's watch. See, because nobody have this footage except for me. So when people sit back and be like, oh, Dana dropping new stuff, I sure am. This stuff I had for years. Now look who you hooked up with. Hold on. Look who you hooked up with. The nigga that's supposed to be your brother. The nigga that was supposed to be Rob's bodyguard. Make it make sense. Was he brought there by you just to make up lies on Robert? So when I tell y'all this setup has been a setup from day one, I'm not joking. I'm not playing. I'm not playing with none of this. This is real life for me. So if can't nobody show y'all behind the scenes shit like I'm doing, ain't no need to talk about it. Ain't no need to talk about it. Ain't no need to talk about it. So with that being said, I'm gonna play this last clip. Hold on. You in a hot tub. You and all your girls, right? But also Jim is there too, next to you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's what you call when you want to be relevant so bad. But check this out. Check this out. Shout out to Atlanta Black Star. Drea dropped past the talk. And this is what she had to say.
Drea, when was the last time y'all spoke?
God, that had to be over 10 years ago. Yeah.
So y'all haven't spoken in 10 years.
There's nothing to say.
And what was the last conversation like?
Don't play with me. Don't play with my kids. I'm not that little girl. I'm not that 19-year-old that walked into that audition. I'm a lioness and these are my cubs. Don't play with me.
Now with the children, how was he as a father?
Horrible.
Really?
I mean, I think that men in a position of power confuse being a provider with being a father. Because there's a mansion, because there's a nanny, because there's a driver, those are things that you provide. Being a father means you need to be present. And at the end of the day, you're your own boss. So the excuse of I was in the studio or I'm traveling, I'm doing this, your children become before everything. Because at the end of the day, you never sell another album, or if you're in prison, you're still somebody's father.
What is it like with the children and their relationship with him now?
This is going to sound odd to a lot of people. I really don't know. They're adults now.
We're coming up on a major fundraising deadline, and there aren't many more.
When Robert Jr. turned 18, I was like, whatever you decide from this point, if you want to call him, you don't have to get permission. If you want to go visit him in jail, you don't have to get my permission. You're a young adult now. That is up to you. But I've always been that mother that I knew how to separate him not being a good husband and the relationship with him and his children as their father. Those are two separate things. So whatever my children feel, if you love them and want to see them, great. If you hate them and never want to talk to them again, great. That is your decision. Because I know what it's like to be his ex-wife, his wife. I can kind of separate myself from that. They share DNA. That's forever.
How did your parents feel about him? Knowing the cycle of abuse that you observed, what was their viewpoint on him as a person and his treatment of you?
I will tell you this, my dad is a retired naval officer, and he said the next time, if ever it comes to it, y'all will see me on the glass like this. So y'all figure that out for yourself. My dad was like, I better not ever run across that man on the street, ever. But the respect I have
It's an interesting perspective considering what you've observed even growing up.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, a lot of times people take note of people in prison or people that the biggest gangsters, but we all have a soft spot.
Yeah.
And, you know, figuring out what that is. And a lot of times I've seen some tough guys, if their mamas, hey, we gonna come after your mama now, or your kids, your grandkids. So clearly that was a tender moment for your father.
Yeah, because
Okay.
for him, it's like, okay, one blow, that was my daughter, but now it's the second, third, and fourth with my grandchildren.
Yeah.
So that just took my dad over the edge. He was like, yeah, I'm
Wow.
good.
What was conversation like? Did you understand the cycle of abuse that he had been through growing up? Did y'all ever talk about that?
I did.
Really? Because from what I've read and researched and seen, it seems as if, I mean, he was abusing men, women, just whatever. Is that accurate?
But I think it stems from his childhood, being molested by a man and a woman.
So wow. So that's confirmed that he was molested by both men and women.
Men and women.
Wow.
Dealing with illiteracy, not being able to read.
Now, we would hear about these things, but it was never really confirmed.
Oh, God, yeah. It's, what's the best way to describe, I don't want to say a humbling. Sitting with him, and I remember going through a Dr. Seuss book. And he gets out of the bed and he goes in the hallway, and I'm like what's, like, he just transformed into this little boy right before my eyes, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, we're just reading stories to the kids, what's going on? And he shared with me, he said, Drea, I don't want to do that in front of them. And I said, but why? He was like, I can't read to them what's in that book. I don't want my kids to know I can't read. I said, but Robert, what you have to understand is they can't read either. You are magical in here. Make up the story as you go. I'll help you sound it out. And literally, I was teaching him to read through Dr. Seuss books. But I feel that it was a love-hate relationship, because he would use that against me at times. He would also say, oh, you think you better than me because you can read. So I think he always had a love-hate relationship with me.
So you were seemingly living out The Color Purple.
It's very hard to watch that movie.
Yeah, I can imagine. Wow.
But in the end,
yeah,
I'm gonna leave that right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Why did you choose to keep the last name?
'Cause I paid for this name in blood, sweat, and tears. Literally. Like, after watching What's Love Got to Do with It, I was in the midst of it and coming out of it, and I understood why she said, you can have everything, but I'm keeping this name. Nobody knows what it's like to be me. And at the end of the day, you know, it's very odd to me that we live in a society, you crucify me for having the last name, but you would not be on my social media and care who I was if I didn't have the last name. So I just let people know real early out the gate, you shouldn't care why I kept the last name. You should be concerned about what I'm doing with the last name. Because I have this last name, 2020 comes and follows me for a day. I've been on CNN. I've been on the platforms. I've been able to speak in Anguilla and on military bases, talking about domestic violence awareness and sex trafficking awareness because of the last name. So let's not be concerned about why. We should be applauding what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out here with last names, and y'all are promoting complete bullshit in our community.
Go from falling in love with this man I mean, this is, for me, mind-blowing. Anytime you hear
Attention retirees, if you're willing to be
or any woman's story for me, but the way you told the story, it seemed as if he hogtied you, you were on the side of the bed, and he went to sleep in the bed?
Asleep. He fell asleep.
And how many hours were you tied up?
Hold on. But didn't she say he hogtied her and sexually abused her? Hold on. Was you lying then or are you lying now? Check this out.
You were on the side of the bed and he went to sleep in the bed?
He fell asleep.
And how many hours were you tied up?
I don't even know. I just remember being like, all right, think. You are a dancer. You're flexible. What can you do? I know I can get my feet as close to my head as possible. Like, literally, it felt like a scene out of the movies where they kidnap somebody and throw them in the back of the van, and then they cut to the scene where the person just been there for hours, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, so either I'm going to figure out how to get out of this, or when he wakes up, I don't know what monster. I don't know if I'm getting the teddy bear or the grizzly bear when he wakes up. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm getting out of this. It was crazy. Like, if there was social media back then, that would have been a mess. Like, literally me escaping, running out the house, running down the street, in the park, hopping the fence, and he's chasing me.
So wait a minute. After he wakes up?
Yeah. So our bedroom had an automatic lock on it, and that's another thing that people are like, why didn't you just leave? Why didn't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? And I'm like, you have no idea the fortress I lived in. Okay, that's number one. So the door had an automatic lock, and it was like one of the magnetic locks. So when you lock the door, in order to get out, you have to push a button, and it makes this click noise that makes a bell go off. So I'm like, even when I get out of this, I gotta push that damn button, and that, oh, okay, how do you, so I had to be lightning quick, like push it, open the door, click. That's what woke him up.
So you woke him up because you eventually got
running,
out.
yes, running down the stairs. So I'm like, if it was if there was social media back then, that would have been a mess. Like, literally me escaping, running out the house, running down the street, in the park, hopping the fence, and he's chasing me.
So wait a minute. After he wakes up?
Yeah. So our bedroom had an automatic lock on it, and that's another thing that people are like, why didn't you just leave? Why didn't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? And I'm like, you have no idea the fortress I lived in. Okay, that's number one. So the door had an automatic lock, and it was like one of the magnetic locks. So when you lock the door, in order to get out, you have to push a button, and it makes this click noise that makes a bell go off. So
But I got a question. If that was the case, right? Why didn't nobody go to jail? And on top of that, why didn't nobody oh shit. If that's the case, why did nobody go to jail? And if that was the case, like, where was the kids? But then more importantly, I'm going to ask y'all this question. Have y'all heard Drea mention that Robert touched her kids in that interview? And that interview was done. That interview was done a day ago. So have Drea mentioned anything about her kids being touched by her husband? Don't you think that would have been one of the things that was mentioned if he really touched his children? I'm just saying, this is how you catch a liar, right? Excuse me. Don't you think this would have been one of the things mentioned? I'm just saying. This is why I say a minute, huh? This is why I say you can't trust certain things that's being talked about. This is why I say that. Because certain things just can't be trusted. See what I'm saying? Certain things just can't be trusted. And that's why I say what I say, man. People say things, and they say things that'll make you look like a total complete fool. But then when the truth start coming out, don't nobody want to talk about that. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do through all of that, I'm going to let Kel speak in his own words. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let Kel speak in his own words. Say what you got to say, Rob.
Oh, y'all already know what it is. Feeling on your booty. It's your boy Kels. Doing real big in ATL. We stay here for 10 days.
Stay, man.
Yeah. This is it?
Yeah, let's be ready.
Hey, pretty mama, how you doing? Said I'm just in town for the weekend. Looking for a little trouble to get into. Baby, tell me what you're drinking and I got you. Ooh.
What we got? What else we got, man? We can't just stop there, Kel. We just beginning, brother. It's about to get real serious. Right now, you listen to Hot 107.9. R. Kelly is up in the studio. We doing it the right way. We gonna welcome the boy home. My boy's home, man.
Oh, man.
This your house right here, dog.
Yeah. Let's make it my home.
You right with that?
Yes, sir.
You know, ladies right now at work right now getting in trouble. They all run to the bathroom getting a little tissue. You know that, right?
It's something about your love that's got me going. Alright, baby. And hitting me up on how to get inside you. Listen, pretty babe, I wanna roll.
Look at that boy.
Yeah, is all I wanna do for you, baby. Girl, it's something kind of sexy going on about you, babe. You remind me I'm a G. I wanna ride it, something like my sound. I wanna pump.
Gonna back you up. I was gonna back you up. It's every day you get a chance to back up R. Kelly.
When you came in off key, that threw me off.
I knew it. That's why I didn't want to do it, man. I didn't want to. Let's get one more. One more, then we're gonna get back to this interview, man. Let's get the Chi-Town step on. You listen to Hot 179. R. Kelly. We here, man. We here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they do. This is what we do. Okay?
Yeah.
I can try to back you up on this one.
Said I know that it's somebody's birthday tonight.
Happy birthday, baby.
Somewhere. And I know somebody gonna celebrate tonight. Somewhere. I know. One thing's for sure, I'm gonna put on my dancing shoes.
We here, man.
And go out and step the whole night through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna. Oh, yeah.
Man, oh, man.
I'm gonna step. Ooh. In the name of love. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to come back. It's kind of hard to come back and interview you after this. I mean, you get a live concert on the air. R. Kelly is in the building. Hey, man, you up on that new step that they doing to the blurred lines?
No, what's that?
It all come from Chi-Town. They got a little line dance that they do to the blurred line song. A rotten thick joint.
No, I ain't up on that one.
Damn, I was hoping you were going to show me how to do it because the chicks, they ain't up on it here in the ATL yet.
I don't know that one.
If I'd have broke that one out, Kels, I would have been the man in the city.
Yeah.
Damn. R. Kelly's up in here, man. Of course, ATL, we got a lot to talk to him about. You got a situation, I know your wife was on Hollywood Exes. Is there anything that you ever, when you see something like that you say, man, she going to tell them that I was doing this or I was doing that, or something that might just get exposed that you don't want people to know when they go on shows like that?
You know what, man, when it comes to that kind of stuff, man, that's for kids.
Right.
I'm a grown ass man, so, I'm kind of like, I don't worry about the second ago. I always kind of focus on the second later. So right now, this album, this is my story, you know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to it, so that's what it is. The second later is all I'm pretty much interested in, man.
Okay.
Any negativity, whether it's coming from an ex-wife or whatever it is, man, I bless her. And I'm hoping she's doing good in her career. It is what it is. Yes, sir.
You still rocking with Jay? When y'all had the album together, you know what I'm saying? Both worlds, y'all was killing them.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
You still rock with Jay?
I rock with anybody that want to rock with Kels. It's all business, and some friends.
So that's how you respond to negativity. That's how you respond to negativity. It is what it is. Like I said, I break it down where most people sit back and be like, oh my God, but I can't believe Dana's taking up for R. Kelly. Yeah. Taking up for dude. Because at the end of the day, y'all cats, man. Y'all cats are the worst. Y'all believe anything about somebody because it sounds good. Nah, man. Speak facts. Speak facts. And that's not facts right there. So, like I say, it is what it is, man. That's not facts right there, though. On that note, I'm up out of here. I kept y'all for a long period of time. So, DanaJay gone. Y'all be blessed. I'm out.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
The spices are in. The spices are in. Oh my God. We got DanaJay Hattie Lemon Steak Spice. Oh yeah. We got the DanaJay Lafayette Low High Rise Tropical Bang. Come and get it. We got the DanaJay
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I wanna take a dip in your pool. Just go look out there. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah, simply lose control. Oh, rain down, follow me. Let your love